beans.
So you and I were, Jeanne. Hello, world. This is Lee, and
Hello, world. This
I
is
got,
Jeanne.
I got my buddy Jeanne on here, and we've been talking about stuff about business and cutting up some. Jeanne, you have a really cool launch happening on the 24th of November,
Yep, that's in the
and
morning.
you were just
Yep.
about to explain the name to me. So tell me the name of it.
Okay, it's called MedSpa Money Matrix.
And the next thing out of my mouth when you said that was, what's a med spa?
It's short for medical spa. And, you know, with a regular spa, you go get your nails done, you get a massage, you get a facial, you go, get food and make you feel good.
Hmm.
Well, a medical spa, they're actually doing things that have to be overseen by a medical professional, like
Hmm.
Botox injections, like
Right.
the things that women do to their lips to make them, the duck poochy
Right.
lips people like. Yeah. Um, varicose vein removal,
Oh,
chemical peels,
right.
dermabrasion, scar removal, things that require medical oversight. So the shortened name of medical spa is med spa.
Okay. And I'm assuming there are, this is totally out of my world. The
Well, it's
stuff
it's
that I
out
don't. I'm
it's out of
assuming there.
mine. It's out of mine personally, but I should have gone a long time ago where I get rid of some of these wrinkles.
Yeah, I understand. But
Um, but I might still
this
go
is a
after
big
doing my
business.
research. It's a $9 billion business.
Okay, so this is a big deal. This isn't
It is
like
a big deal.
there's one frou-frou med spa on the East Coast or something. This is a
No,
big
no,
freaking
no.
deal.
My own city, my little city of Myrtle Beach, has a ton of them, and
Really?
oh my gosh, Lee, I did as part of this course, I recorded what I call my over-the-shoulder prospecting method, where
Ooh, I love hearing that.
I actually gather intel. I just don't start blasting cold emails out
Right.
to people. I do a little intel, and I'm a sniper, not a bomber. And
Mhm.
I found, oh my goodness, I found out that some of the most recommended med spas in my little city don't have websites. They haven't posted on their Facebook in 3-4 months. They don't have citations out there.
Mhm.
They don't spend money on marketing, and they know they should. So
Now,
I showed people how I figured all this out, made some notes, and then got my emails ready based on email and snail mail, based on what I
mhm.
found. And I showed people how to find that.
Hold that thought. Just for people who are not familiar with South Carolina, Myrtle
Okay.
Beach is not a big area. I mean, it's
No,
not tiny.
no,
It's not tiny, but it's not like where I live. It's not
no, it's like
millions, right?
35,000, not counting the tourists in the summer.
Oh, well, that's a nothing.
Yeah,
But
it's
yet,
nothing.
you have a lot of these there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
For a fairly small population. Now, granted, it
Mhm.
is the South Carolina coast is a big tourist area, but but still for fairly small population, that means there's going to be a lot of competition between these businesses.
Yeah, yeah.
So they
And they
really need help.
they do. And the average sale, average now per client is $459. It's not a cheapy thing like going to get your nails
Right.
done.
I
And
love that.
you can even get insurance to pay for it if, like, if you had bags on your eyes and it was blocking your vision. Well,
Mm,
hey, get your doctor to say you need med spa help.
love that.
Yeah,
So it's like you've uncovered a whole new niche that nobody really knew about.
I did, and it's been exciting. And I already have my first client.
I love that. Now,
I showed people a picture of the QuickBooks invoice
mm,
it was dated November the 1st.
very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
You know, we're still in the COVID year, right? And I think that
Hmm.
a lot of people are still running under the impression that, there's no business to be had and stuff like
Not
that.
true.
Woe
Not
is
true.
me and all that stuff. That's absolutely not true.
No, it isn't.
In
And
fact,
couple
now is a
things.
great time. Now is a
Yeah,
great time.
it
to
is.
be-
And COVID brought a unique opportunity to med spas.
Really,
Be-
how?
yes, because people have been ordered in a lot of places to wear a mask all the time. And so that's hurt their skin.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Huh.
And one more thing, look what you and I are doing. Now, we would be doing this COVID or not,
Right.
a Zoom call. But do you
Exactly.
realize how many businesses jumped ahead to doing Zoom calls? Churches were doing Zoom things online. I watched my 15-year-old grandson's baptism on a Zoom call last week from
Hmm.
Texas. But Zoom is up close and personal. I can see you. You can
Right.
see me. I want to look my best. Now, I may not,
Very
but
important.
it's important to people. So, therefore, they are going to take better care of themselves. I couldn't believe it. And I actually called some med spa owners and I said, "Is this true?" They said, "Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Business is booming. Business is booming."
Wow. Because people I mean, obviously, I'm a guy. I do not worry about things like this, but a lot of people look at them, get on a Zoom call and look at themselves and say, "Oh my God, do I really look like? Oh Jesus Christ, do I really look? Oh, that's awful."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and with professional people now in the business that you and I are in, or the a little different for you than me, but I mean, for me personally, it really doesn't matter because if I'm going to talk to a client, I do a lot of that just on the phone. So
Yeah.
so it really
But a
doesn't
lot of
matter.
people are scared of the phone and
I
they're
know
doing
that. I know
Zoom
that.
calls and
Yeah, no, Zoom calls are totally cool.
yeah.
I'm just, I've been doing phone selling since I was a young
Well,
man.
me too. I'd prefer it because I like to talk.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
quick, it gets the job done. But you've got this influx. I'd never thought of that. That's really, really interesting. But you're going to have a lot of people who are in professions like lawyers, accountants, and stuff like that, where they can't be wearing a shirt like this.
Right.
And they can't be experimenting with growing their little COVID beard, you know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they have to look just as professional as if you went to that guy or that gal's office.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but yet you get this up close view. So that's really very interesting. So
Yeah.
not
Especially
only is
the average client, 82% of the clients are female. And the average age is in the 35 to 49 bracket.
really
Yeah, it
very
is.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
I
I'm
got
way past that. I'm pushing 70.
a
So
couple of years. You're a couple of years past
maybe
that.
maybe it's too late for me to care about all that, but I think it'd be fun. I'm really thinking I might barter some with a med spa here.
I think it would be cool. I mean,
I
I
I love
personally,
barter.
it's not for me, but you know me. I'm just kind of like
Yeah.
I'm a happy misanthrope. Is what I always tell
So
people.
you want to know why I named it the Money Matrix?
Yeah, that was my next big question. Why
Okay.
I got the money part, but what's Matrix about?
Well, do you remember the movie The
Hmm.
Matrix?
Yeah,
Okay. It's a little hard to explain, but the Matrix is I actually wrote it down here. Let me see if I can find it. It emphasized how it's everybody's responsibility to make their own choice between the real world and the artificial world.
yep.
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
blue pill or
Yeah.
the red pill.
And so I've used a lot of the Matrix quotes in my course on
All
sales
right.
page. I mean, it's really fun. This has been the
Mhm.
most fun thing I've done in a long time. But when I thought of money, okay, I like to show people how to make money because I know how to
I
make
got
money.
it.
Yeah.
It just hit me. This is
And
beautiful. Keep talking.
so much of what comes at
Mhm.
people is artificial
Yep.
because
Yep.
people don't really know what they're talking about. They
Nope.
just think, oh, that's a cool idea. I'll put a course together and throw it out there,
Mm-hmm.
and all these dummies will buy it. Well, how about if it was real and not artificial? How about if I could show you screenshots from my QuickBooks where I
Mm-hmm.
actually closed a client? Well, how about if I show you what's worked for 2 years in the way of set and forget services that you don't have to grind over and don't have to be a tech expert and worry about calls at midnight because, hey, my rankings have dropped. How about set and forget fulfillment with
Right.
activity based microservices that will help people out, and it's real, it's not artificial.
And
That's why I
and
named it Money Matrix.
and for the people who don't know you and don't know me, like this video, one place it will end up is on YouTube. Uh, I think it bears saying, Jeanne, that I've watched you, because we're good friends. I've watched you over a period of a couple of years build an entirely new business based on
Yep.
microservices with
Yep.
set and forget
Mm-hmm.
into a really nice income. So I can just hand on a stack of Bibles. I can say honestly that you actually do know what you're doing, and you're a very good teacher also,
Thank you.
and you're a very giving person. So you're more than willing to teach other people how to do what you're doing. Some people may be thinking, well, why would she want to do that? Because there are way too many businesses out there. You could teach 1,000 people how to do this and they could all be out there doing this, or 2,000. They would never stumble across each other.
No,
There's that much business
no.
out there.
And I really could just stop and just handle my own clients and never do another online course again. But I mean, this is the fun part of
Yes.
seeing the aha moments with people.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get to come into my private Facebook group and talk to all the other people who are making it happen. And um, I mean, that's fun for me because I've worked at home for 40 years
Mm-hmm.
and it can get lonely at home.
Yep.
I mean,
I understand.
I'm not really lonely because I've always got my husband
Mm-hmm.
and my daughter's down the street and my two dogs are here, all dressed up in their Christmas sweaters, by the way. Um, but I mean, as far as really shooting the breeze with business people who have the
Right.
same interests, it's my private Facebook group from people who buy my things.
Love it.
And we just have a big time. And so I would miss that.
Oh, yeah. Now, what you're doing for the med spas, the Money Matrix, that is a set and forget type microservice business also?
Yes, it includes the social posting that you know the most about,
Mm-hmm.
and it will include a set of freshly made 180 memes for
Mm-hmm.
Facebook. I've got 90 MP4 videos for posting. I've got
Whoa.
Instagram stories on this one.
Ooh,
I've
nice.
got freshly written newsletters where you can do, a newsletter service for a med spa. They can put them in their office, print them out, they can mail them.
Nice.
Um, I've got, I show you how to do some one-off things, like build a website. Oh, and I've had our friend Dawn make a beautiful
Mm-hmm.
custom-made WordPress
Mm-hmm.
theme
Mm-hmm.
for med spas. And I
Love it.
used it on this first client that I closed because they don't really have that. I show you how to set up a Google My Business account and how to do posting on that. I'm going to give you a little black book of my resources where I outsource this stuff, um, including my own posting service. Those are add-ons. You can do it yourself, figure it out
Mm-hmm.
yourself, but I'm going to give you actually, it's a picture of a little black book and it's got my resources in it.
Now,
So
for people that aren't familiar with this or haven't bought some of your products in the past, or for those that have, guys, you will notice that, Jeanne, you're adding a ton more stuff to this.
yeah,
Like the newsletter. I think the newsletter is a new thing, right?
I've done one other course that
Okay.
was for the
Okay.
veterinarians that had newsletters, but
All
yes,
right. All right.
I am now having those written for every niche that I serve.
Mm,
I've got
love
about
it.
5 of them done, and this is the 5th one, I think.
And in case anybody's wondering, guys, Jeanne has scores and scores and scores and scores of clients. All right. I think the med spa thing's a little new to you, but
It is.
you've got tons of clients. It's not like you have two clients. You have
Oh, no.
tons of clients.
It's a six-figure plus business
yes, I
just
know.
with my clients.
I know you've been very, very, it's been very cool watching you build this business. It's very exciting. It's turning into a huge business. Now, so that's the med spa thing. Everybody always wants to know about OTOs. So how does all this stuff break up into like
Okay.
how many OTOs? And you don't have to mention prices because I know all your prices are
They're all reasonable.
they're extremely reasonable.
Let me grab my notebook. I wrote it
okay.
down.
All
I
right.
set it
All right.
aside here. Hang on.
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay. Here we are. The front end includes all those training modules that I told you. An overview of the opportunity, how to set up a separate Gmail account for a client because you want a separate one because it's going to get junk mail.
Surely.
How to set up a Google My Business, how to set up and optimize YouTube, and the over my shoulder prospecting video that's included in there. I've got a snail mail training in there. I've got another training on prospecting using a free service from the public library that people are raving about. Now that's just good in the US, cool. So you're gonna have to get a US friend to get you a library card. But I've got that. And then this time in the front end, I included 30 social media images. I didn't make people wait for the OTOs to get
right.
Yeah. So, and then the front end is going to be a marketing pack. It would include 150 more images. That'll make the whole pack of 180.
Okay.
It'll have 5 explainer videos that you can use on YouTube or websites or whatever. We're going to give you a choice of really fun timeline covers for Facebook. All the 12 months of newsletters will come in that, and some flyers and postcards to use as your agency.
And this was all in the front end?
No, that's the OTO one.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, that's the OTO one.
Yeah. And then OTO 2, 90 MP4 videos for posting. I
love that.
All the Photoshop files. Also, a link to a free alternative to Photoshop and training.
Love it.
A lot of people say, oh, Photoshop's too expensive. Well, actually, it's only $9.99 right now. But still, if people don't want to pay that, this is free. And I'm going to give you the link to that. Also, we did 60 Instagram stories for med spas.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's OTO 2. And
OTO 3?
There's no OTO 3.
I knew that. I just wanted to make that point. So this isn't one of those things where you have all these OTOs and
no downsells.
None of that junk. It's just that, it's real simple. What you see is what you get, and it's priced right.
Oh, I'm giving somewhere in here too. I've made a demo Facebook page for everyone.
Right. Love it.
Send potential clients to, so they can see the actual images being posted. Yeah.
And again, for people who may not be, who may not have followed, some of my interviews with you and stuff, when you get a client, and I know you have a team now, but let's say when somebody does this and gets a client, they set that client up, which, doesn't really take that long. And then they never have to think about that client again.
No.
They don't have to do some monthly stuff or anything like that.
No, you don't. You have a choice of how you want to do that. There are companies out there who do auto posting.
Right.
You bulk upload your images along with the comment sheet that we give you to go along with the pictures. And you can make your choice of those. I also have developed my own service. That is one of your choices. Cool. You do not have to buy it from me. but we do it for you. The other companies will do it with you.
Wow. So, I mean, this just keeps getting better and better. I
Yeah.
mean, this is beyond done for you. This
Yeah.
is like, this is kind of crazy. So really all a person needs to do is to,
Sell something.
yeah, which is not hard.
It's not.
I mean, it's because you don't really have to be a, salesperson like Wolf of Wall Street or some nonsense like that, because this is very visual. You've got the Facebook page, it virtually sells itself. All you have to do is just, act like a kind of an adult and take the order, basically, is what this
Can I
boils
give you
down
one of
to.
my little prospecting tricks?
Oh, please. I'd
Okay,
love it.
I know that we're winding down here, but
We are.
okay. In my video, I show you this, my prospecting video. There's one trick I'll tell you about. It
Okay.
has served me so well. I look for names that I can drop. So on their Facebook page, when I was finding this one client,
Mm-hmm.
it's because I searched locally first.
Right.
Well,
Sure.
I looked and there was two of my good friends on their Facebook page.
How interesting.
And I thought, who are they? Because it says you have so many mutual friends. Well, I looked, one woman I've known for 30 years.
Right.
And her husband owns a diner down on Surfside Pier.
Mm-hmm.
And the other woman works in my oral surgeon's office. The one that helped
Right.
Melissa with all that problem when she had her accident. Okay, I know both of those ladies. And they both had nice things to say. They liked the page. I thought, well. So when I wrote my emails, there's a special way I found out who owned the MedSpa too. That was done with that library.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. And so when I said, and my friends Linda and Candy highly recommended you. And so we have some friends in common.
It's a good way for somebody who buys this to, you could sell this all over. I mean, you could, sell this everywhere where there's a med spa, but it's a good idea to start locally because for a lot of us, you're going to run into some shared people,
Yes. And if you can't find somebody, you can do more research. You know how I said I do research and gather intel.
Yeah.
What about if they went to, I don't know, Notre Dame, okay?
Commonalities, yes.
They went to Clemson, or they studied at Oxford. Who knows? I can come up with somebody who went there that I know, or just say, "Oh, that's a great football team over there."
I noticed
Tigers,
I noticed on your website you studied at Clemson. I've got a good friend who went there. It's a great school. That's really all you need to say, something like that. Very, very nice.
I see that scripture on your personal Facebook page. I love that scripture. It's out of Ephesians. My dad was a pastor. I find something to create a connection with people. That's my ninja super skill. And so I'm trying to train people to do that and not just be sitting around wondering, why didn't somebody answer my 10,000 emails?
Right. Yeah, but again, this gets back to the fact that you're not really a mass emailer. You're a highly targeted sniper.
I am.
And you teach people how to do that.
And I close 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? Even if you flip that around and you close 3 out of 10,
it's a good
deal. Still a good deal.
I mean, a very good deal.
How long does it take you to get in touch with 10 businesses?
And I don't have to do this all day, every day.
Right.
I have other things to do. I've got a phone company that I own. I have to take care of those people. I have to plan and do my vision board for my online business. I don't have time to be prospecting all the time, but a little bit goes a long way if you do it the way I tell you.
I was going to say, if you do it your way, absolutely. Well, this is really exciting. Launching tomorrow on the 24th, 11 o'clock Eastern time.
Yes, sir.
This is your previous launches have been phenomenal. I think this is going to be even better because you've got a totally new niche.
Yeah,
everybody. I mean, it's just like, it's virgin territory, right? You got a
it
totally
is.
new niche,
It is.
and you've got a front end product that's just got a massive ton of value in it.
Mhm.
But I really, really, really like seeing that emphasis on how to get clients. I know you're a master at it. I really like seeing that your emphasis on letting other people, the over the shoulder stuff, letting other people watch you do that. Because if they watch you, if they look at that over the shoulder stuff a couple of times, they'll say, oh, that's not that hard. You know, I can do that.
Right.
Yeah. And then they can build a business like yours, which is no joke, folks. It's a mid six-figure business built in 2 years. I've watched it being built.
Mhm. Started
So,
in late 2018.
and here we are, late 2020, 2 years
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
love it. Well, Jeanne, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Lee. I
Really,
love your
really
show.
enjoyed talking to you, and
Me
really,
too.
really appreciate your bringing this wonderful information to the world.
You are so welcome.